All right, let's see. Yay! I'm gonna check Twitch just in case if it streams on both ends on automatic. It shouldn't because I have the key in it.
Alright, so we're good.
Alright, are we... hang on a second. Channel. Oh, Christ. Oh no, okay, we're fine. I thought it was streaming on Twitch, too. I was like, oh shit, I don't want people to... I don't want people viewing this on Twitch. Oh, we got 2 viewers already.
And how long ago did we start?
I'll wait a couple more minutes, like 2 more minutes. Start at... Actually, I'll start at 9:45. Those 2 viewers is kind of... Hang on, I'm just going to check the audio real quick. More minutes. Start at... Actually, I'll start at 9:45. Those 2 viewers is kind of... Hang on, I'm just going to... Channel. Oh, Christ. I'm trying to get your audio in it. I'm probably going to have to stream... I'm going to have to call you back because I don't think the audio is picking up well from your end. So I'm going to call you back real quick. So...
It's not picking up at all?
Yeah, it's weird. Here, I'm going to call... Yeah, you did. I rewinded it all the way back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get out of the call.
Are you on the...
Oh yeah, because I was trying to link.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay, we're good.
We are good.
I think we're all set now. I
Yep.
can be heard.
Yep, I just gotta... Hang on, I'm gonna test the audio real quick. This is gonna be really weird.
Yeah, just test it, make sure we're all set.
Yep, I just gotta... I'm gonna test the audio real quick. This is gonna be really weird.
Yeah, just test it, make sure we're all set.
It works. Alright, we're fine. Yay.
Awesome.
I do have my headphones in, so I'm gonna try to do my... Actually, I'm gonna unplug this. Hang on. It works. Alright, we're fine. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this without headphones. So, people are gonna hear the game in the background as well. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this without headphones. Alright. I'm just gonna share this to multiple parties. Oh, someone has joined. Hello, North County Rail Productions. I gotta share this link somewhere so more people can join. Real quick.
Put on like Facebook.
Yeah, put it on Facebook, Discord. Actually, that's like my Twitch, but you know what? Fuck it. More the merrier, I guess. I'll post this on here. If it load, okay. Alright, I'll send it to multiple group chats as well. Send it to Nick Albanese. Send it to everybody in the taco chat. Send it to Nate. I don't know if he's gonna see it. He never really sees my messages.
Nate getting claimed over here.
Sorry, Nate.
That's funny that you said that. I was literally just texting him the minute you said his name.
Oh, is he on the stream?
I don't know where he is, but he's online.
Let's see what else. Oh fuck! There we go. I don't know.
He's online. If you want to try and reach him.
Oh, he saw it. Okay.
Yeah, he's online, man.
Is he in the stream? Who's Warren? I'm sorry.
Oh God, Sean.
I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream.
John,
What?
we have problems with a place called Warren.
Oh, yeah, in Massachusetts.
Yes.
Hello, Warren. Welcome to the stream.
The Warren I was just mentioning has nothing to do with you.
Yes, we were talking about a location, a town.
On a railroad line.
Oh, Nate says, "Oh, I'll watch soon." No, come now.
Oh, watch it now.
Watch now, motherfucker. I'm sorry.
This is a rated R stream.
Oh, I mean, I don't really care. It's not like YouTube's gonna ban me. Gets banned 30 seconds after I say it. Oh, jeez. All right, who else can I send this to? You know what? I'm gonna go on Discord and see.
The Discord agency.
The Discord agency must see my stream. You must see it now. It's urgent.
Yes. It is 9:46.
Yeah, we're 1 minute late. You know what? I'm gonna put this in my Twitch. Fuck it.
2 minutes late!
We're 2 minutes late, or 1 minute late.
We're gonna be 2 minutes late in a second here.
Sorry, but
He's trying to get the word out.
I'm trying to get the word out so everybody can join and get the get on the same page of what's gonna happen to this channel in the coming months.
Months. I thought it was weeks.
Yeah. Guys want to know what's up.
The Auto H with the Boostic Rail Fan channel. I almost mentioned the old name again.
Oh, jeez. This is so weird. I posted this on Twitch. and on Discord, which holds my Twitch server. If you guys want to join my Twitch, I'll put that in the description. Actually, I'll do that now. We're running like 3 minutes late, guys. I'm sorry.
Mr. Babusic.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge discussion in this. Oh god, I almost got copywritten on stream.
Wait, what happened?
I think XQCs did a stream, and sometimes when you go on Twitch, they do like live streams in front of you. I almost got fucking copywritten.
Oops, that's a problem.
I'm also very new to streaming on Twitch. I don't really know what's up.
I hear trains.
You hear Trains 2019
is running.
It is running.
It's hard to believe that game's almost 4 years old.
Holy shit! I feel old. I've only gotten 2 routes done within that time span. I mean, to be fair, it's a long process.
It is. I mean, I've had it for almost 2 years now myself, and I've been working on that Conway Scenic map since the summer of 20. So I mean,
All right, who's? Oh man, a lot of people are on. Oh,
right, then let's start it.
I can't. Twitch is being a bitch. It rhymes. It works. Come on, I need to get my thingy.
This is starting to become a problem, guys.
We were supposed to start 3 minutes ago.
4 minutes ago now.
Yes. Okay, here we go. I got it. I finally got the link.
Are we okay now?
Oh, shit. Oh, can I edit this live? I can't. Wait, I can. Yeah, alright. Alright, guys, so I have edited the Evan TRS 22 is already out. It's just I would not recommend getting it though. It's really bad.
Is it actually?
There's so many glitches and bugs.
Well, I mean, that's a surprise.
I mean, you can get it, but a lot of things are not backwards compatible. I'm just saying.
Well, never mind then. I will not waste my money on that.
I mean, I'm going to wait a bit longer until it gets quote-unquote polished.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get it. I don't know. I don't really see a point of getting 22 right now. Because it's basically the same game. They didn't really do much except the graphics, but it's basically the same game as this. But with with a crap ton more glitches.
That's essentially all they did, is just added more glitches.
Because NV3 doesn't know how to fix fucking code.
No, they don't.
Oh,
I mean, we've had that headlight glitch.
That's been fixed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fixed it.
That is true.
But everything else in 22 is really, it's not backwards compatible. I'll say that.
Yeah, I ran tonight on a train, and it was in the nighttime, and the headlight actually stayed on. So.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to join I put my Twitch channel in the description and in the chat if you guys want to help me out on Twitch. I'm trying to grow. I'll also put my Twitch's Discord server link in there too, in the chat room. And I'll also put it in the description as well. Discord. Oops, Control V. And save, that's all in the description now, so you guys can go check those out. How much is it? Oh, dude, it's like $79.
What?
Yeah, for a game that glitches.
That's so... Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair, it did just come out, but I'm gonna wait a bit more until it gets
the
polished.
fact that it's just like so glitchy though is like, oh my.
It makes sense, but still.
That's pricey.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically it is not on sale anymore. Or it's never been on sale. It came out like last week as a beta.
It hasn't been on sale at all yet.
No, if it came out before Christmas, then it would be on sale.
Absolutely, but not now.
But anyway,
Are we
anyway,
starting? We're about 10 minutes late almost here.
Yeah. I actually wanted to start this a lot earlier, guys. Welcome to the stream. As you see by the title, I will be talking about the future of my channel and what's to come in the coming weeks or months. So welcome, and I'm joined here by my friend Andrew, aka Smokebox Productions, and he's here to talk as well.
Doing a little podcast here.
We're doing a podcast while playing some trains.
All right. We shall begin. Oh crap! I almost crashed the stream. Oh my god! No.
All right, let's begin. Let's start. All right, I'm gonna hop in, I guess. All right. So I don't even know where to start. But I actually don't even think I asked you guys how you guys are doing. How are you guys doing? I can't really see the chat. I can. Yeah.
Now you can see the chat.
Now I can see the chat. Okay. Now we're back in business.
Just for the sake of audio, just so it doesn't pick up anything else, I'm just gonna go on mute unless I want to talk, so your audio doesn't constantly have like me breathing or something like that. Exactly that.
You know who else? Who else? Anyway,
back in business.
We're back in business. Well.
Oh my god. Okay, let's start this, shall we? We're like way behind.
Yeah, we're officially. Hang on, just on purpose. I'm gonna wait another 30 seconds so it can just be 9:55, just so I can on purposely say, "Oh yeah, guys, we're 10 minutes late."
But in reality, we were actually 9 minutes and 30 seconds unintentionally late.
Yes, guys. Wait, be patient and wait another 20 seconds with us.
Oh my god. We will be right back.
We will not be right back. We're going to be here waiting.
Yes.
We're going to be here waiting another 15 seconds.
Oh, we're almost there.
We're almost there. About 11 seconds. 10. Come on. 10, 9,
9,
8,
8.
7, 6, 5, 4.
There it is. Sorry, changed.
Oh, it's 4 seconds off. Anyways, guys, we are 10 minutes late.
We were 10 minutes behind schedule.
Yes. That would have been a Pan Am Railways moment, if you will.
More like 10 hours.
Yes, except the stream. Could you imagine? I just you guys are waiting 10 hours with me just so I can officially say, oh yeah, we've been 10 hours late. Thanks for waiting with me.
Thanks for waiting. Y'all probably aren't even awake now, but we're going to start the stream. All right, anyway, actually, we should probably start the stream now.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna try to build and talk at the same time. I'm not really good at that, which is why I haven't released my fucking Train Simulator speed build out in a while. I do have the edit still put together, though. So that will be out whenever I have the time to get around. Wait, hold on. I gotta read the chat real quick. What did I miss?
No.
Hey, what did I miss? Oh, my wallet fell out of my pocket.
Behold, here we go.
Behold, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be the new catchphrase on Twitch for my streams. It'd be like, "Behold, here we go."
Behold, here we go.
Behold, here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh man. I gotta read the thing. I didn't get to read the thing. Oh fuck.
I should probably go look at the chat as well.
Said, not going for PWBO, too tired and too low. Well, the thing is, they're still in air right now, by the way. So they're not going to be up until Nashua for another 2 hours, 3 hours. And they still got to do a recrew in Westford. But I think I'll just dive right into the deep end here and say, lately, I've been taking a lot less videos. A lot less videos for this channel. I did? I misspelled channel? Channel. Channel. Channel.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. Channel. Sounds Italian. Channel. Do you want some meatballs in Channel?
Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, so I guess I'll dive right into it. So recently, I haven't been doing much with the channel with videos and editing much, which for two reasons. There's a dozen reasons, and I'm gonna go over them individually. Individual.
Oh God, we're gonna be here a while.
No, maybe. Depends on what a while is for you. So the reason why I haven't been doing many uploads and why they've been getting spaced out a lot more, as my official upload was 2 weeks ago, and the one prior to that was almost a month ago. So almost 2 months apart, I guess. Well, not 2 months apart, but in that time span within, I guess. And then I'm just looking at the private videos, and one of them is my last attempt at gaming on here, and it says, "You know who else is gaming with the fucking Jay Schlatt."
I remember that one. I think I was here for that.
Yeah, that was 13 days ago, and has the Jay Schlatt thumbnail on it. But yeah. Anyways, guys, so the reason why I haven't been really getting around to it, well, is because of many reasons. One, I've been losing a lot of interest in filming lately. Not because I've been losing interest in the hobby of rail fanning. It's just, I don't know. I just don't feel what's proper? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make me very happy. Or I don't enjoy filming things as much as I used to. And I'm not really sure why. But
Yeah.
I think it's just the fact that I've seen most of New England's rail system pretty much, and just
Yeah.
going out and filming it filming these trains with the same power, basically the same train symbols and mostly consist all over and over again. I don't know. It just gets. I just like. I mean, I can take a break for like a year, and come back to it and still feel the same way. I have been taking breaks recently and coming back, periodically, I guess, and it hasn't really changed. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the same thing that's been going on with me. I've been also getting out of filming pretty much ever since our last CSX trips that we took. I have been slowly losing interest in filming even before that.
Yeah.
And I decided a few weeks ago to, take a shot at an upload and whatnot with the CSX video. And I'm going to be very honest with you, I didn't enjoy the editing. I didn't really enjoy putting it all together. It's becoming a very bland sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose my passion for it. And same thing like what you just said, I'm not getting out of the hobby. It's more of I'm just losing a ton of interest in filmmaking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still up for like taking photos and stuff, but if you guys aren't I guess quote unquote affiliated with my Instagram, I guess I'll put that in the description of the stream too, so you guys can go see the pictures I've been taking recently. Because I do a lot of photography now, more than videos. But I think the only time I would probably go out to do videoing is probably to get like night trains, I guess, because I don't really do well with night photography. So, but videoing at night I do pretty well in. But yeah.
Come to SLR.
Yes. But yeah, it's basically because I've been kind of losing the passion to go out and film something. But again, like we both said, we're not really getting out of the hobby. We're just kind of like getting out of the filming aspect of it.
And it's especially up here because I live relatively close to the Conway Scenic Railroad up here, and it is oftentimes the same thing. I don't feel the passion to be like, let's go out for a valley train, or let's go chase the Notch train, or let's just go chase the Conway train for the hell of it. It's more of a this isn't really worth it.
Yeah, that's what I get the same too. I mean, I could literally go out and I don't know, see like Pan Am Railways POAY for like and I'll come back and be like, this was kind of boring. I don't know why. I don't know why I went out for this and filmed it.
I
mean,
this was completely pointless.
Because for me, I've seen a good chunk of New England's, rail system and railroads and stuff like that, and basically, I've seen almost every C40 or B40 in Pan Am's roster. So basically, me going out and getting like an AYPO or a POAY with that power, I'll just be like, I'm not going to film this.
This is like completely worthless.
Yeah. I mean, that's coming from me. It's just like I just feel kind of bored. I mean, when I'm taking pictures, I'll be a little bit more invested in it because I feel like there's a lot more creativity with photography more than videoing, in my opinion, because I feel like you can get into spaces better. I guess
you can.
I guess that's
like because you could go to a spot where it looks really good, like coming head on, but then like when the train goes like by the camera, it just looks awful.
Yeah.
Like when we went up to that parking garage and where was it, Leominster?
It was Leominster, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great spot for a photograph, but the video did not come out very well from there.
Yeah, well then again, the lighting was pretty weird. It was actually kind of interesting lighting though that morning.
That really was.
It
was nice early, and then it sucked up there.
Yeah. It was kind of, I don't know, I kind of tried to do something with the photo I took with it. The lighting was just really weird. It was off. But yeah, I feel like I have more power, I guess, when I'm doing photography more than filming, I guess is what I'm trying to say when I'm out.
The There's a lot more reward in photography.
There's a lot more reward because then I feel like when you film something, there's not much reward. Well, for me, there's not much reward because when I post a video on, I don't know, Instagram for per se, I don't really get many likes or views or anything on it because I don't know. I feel like Instagram is more of a photography based platform more than videoing. So, but when I post photos there, I get a good majority of likes and comments and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing with Facebook too.
Yeah, like videos don't get a lot of attention, but then when you post a picture, it just kind of blows up a little bit.
Yeah, and when you can definitely do more with photos on Facebook nowadays because you can some of the times Facebook won't even let you it won't even let you share a video now.
No.
Because either the file will be too big or you can only share so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that part where you say photography is more rewarding, I absolutely agree with it because, like I said, I live up here in the St. Lawrence and Atlantic territory as well, and it's 99% of the time it's nighttime frictions through here.
Yeah.
I go out and photograph them sometimes, and it's very rewarding photographing them with an actual camera instead of videoing them because videoing them, you can easily just get a screenshot and make it look like you took a good picture.
Yeah.
But with the actual photograph, you have one shot to get it right, and it feels great when you get a great photo like that at nighttime on the railroad.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes into my video. Like I said, you can get more, I guess, a better perspective when you're doing photography because, like you said, you can film the train, take a screenshot of it, and make it look at the picture I got. I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody doing that. I think that's fine.
No. I did that with the 7470 picture I took not that long ago with it going into the roundhouse because it was simply just going to be easier.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't have my good camera with me at the time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll do that. Like, if I don't have my camera with me, I'll just be like, But I feel like when you're doing photography, I feel like there's more thrill, I guess, into it because you can it's basically like I guess depending on your situation, it's like a one and done kind of thing. When you're doing a video, you can literally just get you don't really have to worry about that because you're stationary, I guess. Well, not really. Basically, I guess that's a way of saying it. You're basically stationary, and you don't really have to, make it count. I guess you can say because when you're doing photos, you have to time everything. You don't really have to time everything when you're filming.
No.
So
you just gotta set up your angle, and that's really it. I mean, you don't really have to time it correctly. I mean, unless you're doing a pan, of course. But even then, with photographs, you have to get it right to the second if you want your good. If you want, what you're envisioning, you gotta get it right to the second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I feel like that's where there's a lot more thrill in photography. Oh man, because you have to set up different camera settings too, adjust the ISO, the f-stop, and to get the right conditions or lighting that you want, or you can do auto. I don't have a problem with anybody doing auto. That's fine too, but I don't know. I feel like you have more power doing photography. Well, for me, I feel like I have more power doing photography.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. Just better results than videoing.
Yeah. So I guess with this said, there's going to be massive gaps in between videos, and eventually there's going to be I'm sorry to say this, but there's going to be maybe year-long gaps between videos. Eventually, not now, but eventually. I'm just putting that out there because
it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen because I'm just not really enjoying going out and filming things anymore. I like taking photos of trains, but I'm not really invested in filming anymore.
And I'm gonna say the same thing there too, because it's getting to that time for me as well. I and very slowly, I mean, I'm already doing it, but slowly going to be taking my way off my channel, because between working at, a railroad and just overall not enjoying the thrill in videoing anymore, I don't think there's really a point in me continuing the channel if I'm not happy doing it.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel like a chore more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I was gonna.
And a big part that held back is look at the community that we all built, and then but at the end of the day, it's like I'm not mentally happy doing this anymore, so it's like I don't really want to stick around and do it.
Yeah. I mean, I had another reason why I'm not really going to be filming, I guess, anymore is one, I still have a lot of footage to upload that I haven't uploaded already, and if I keep going out and filming stuff, and I'll eventually get overwhelmed, and that's
you're gonna get backlogged more than you already are.
Yeah, and I'm already starting to feel that too, which is why there's been these huge gaps between uploads and whatnot, because I just haven't. I've just been kind of overwhelmed. Another reason why I'm there's going to be a huge gap or not much activity on this channel is because I'm also going to be starting college pretty soon, within the coming weeks, for technology. So
Yeah.
I won't have enough time to go out and do this like every week. Well, not every week. Not every week.
That's why there was a gap. That's why there was a gap with my channel for a bit, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a 5-month gap right now, and then there was a 4-month gap before that upload, and that was because of working at work really takes over a lot of your time when you start.
Yeah, and then you also had school at one point too, so you had two things going on.
Exactly. Like there was 6 to 8 weeks, I think, in October and September where I was working the weekend, like all weekend, and then I was in school 5 days a week, so there was like no time for anything.
Yeah. Yes, that's probably gonna happen. That's gonna happen to me eventually, or it will happen. There's just no doubt about it. That's gonna happen.
No.
But I'll still go out every now and then. But there's gonna be no guarantee on videos. Like no guarantee. Like, I mean, I might do like night stuff. Usually that's the time I film videos, because I don't know. I don't have the talent of night photography.
Yeah, and honestly, if everything went well last Sunday, a video of 7470 was going to be my farewell to my channel. But,
oh, wow. I didn't know that.
But of course, we all know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
With 7470 on Sunday. Yeah, there was an article I read. It was supposed to run Sunday, but it didn't because of the fire. For
people that don't know, would you like to explain what happened?
Yes. I'm not going to go super into detail because it's really not my place to do that. But long story short, if anybody knows about the steam locomotive in North Conway, New Hampshire, 7470, on Sunday morning, it caught. There was a fire that started in the cab of the locomotive, initiated by a radio, and it spread to the gauges and the woodwork on the side of the cab. So the locomotive is presently out of service again after a year of being out of service before this happened. So it is unbeknownst to this time how long it's going to take before 7470 is back on the rails again, but essentially it suffered a cab fire. So
yeah, not good stuff.
No, it's not good stuff.
It's no good.
It's no good.
It's no good. But yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's just a lot of change. A lot of change.
Yeah. And I can understand that.
And I guess I shall talk about my Twitch now.
Yeah.
Because that's also another reason why, or I guess it's another reason why I'm not going to be as active or very active on this platform anymore. So recently I started up a Twitch channel that I can stream games on, which for people that don't know, and for Andrew, I don't even know if you know this, but this channel that you're watching this stream on right now used to not be, railroading or.
Yep. I think I was here. I know you. I knew you just long enough before you changed it over.
Yeah. Yeah, so in the era of between okay, so I believe 2012 is when I started YouTube. And from there, I planned on doing gaming because that was a big trend at the time, because it was 2012.
In the era of Game Train 1055.
Yep. Oh man.
I had to throw that one at you.
This channel was completely different. It was, wasn't railroading, wasn't rail fanning, completely different. It was just gaming. And in that time, I was having fun. I was having a lot of fun gaming. And eventually, I wanted to pursue, or I don't know, pursue is the right term, but I guess it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I guess pursue my hobby a little more after, watching, Trinity Court Studios and all those other older rail fanners that are now, either not on YouTube anymore or they still are and they're, working for the railroad. So I watched them and I was like, oh, I'll probably start this up instead of gaming. So in the time frame of 2015 to 2018, I kind of had a mix of gaming and rail fanning. And around the end of 2016, I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing gaming anymore because I was at the time super attached to this hobby. So then I just totally cut off gaming from this channel, and I went straight over to rail fanning to get my hobby on the platform, and it did. It's been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. I'm glad it did well, or it's doing well.
So am I. Yeah.
I'm glad that people are enjoying my videos, and I got to meet some epic people, made some awesome friendships, and that'll definitely continue. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not leaving the hobby. I'm just stopping. I'm taking a huge step back from filming.
Yeah, and that's like I said, sort of the same deal with me. I wouldn't say I'm 100% done with filming for good, but if there's something special, then I'll post it. But I'm not just gonna go out and post a St. Lawrence and Atlantic train or a standard Conway scenic train. I'm not gonna do that. That's just not good anymore.
Yeah, like there needs for me to post a nice video again. I think there needs to be more excitement for that.
Yeah, if it's just a bark the trains no.
Because at the same time, I also wanted you guys to have some excitement with me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to. Because at the time when I was doing, when I used to live right along the western route on the MBTA, and I did a lot of passenger train content, which isn't bad. But at the time, after a while, I was like, I need something different. I need something that will make people go like, wow, this is pretty cool, other than like, oh, it's the same train, But after a while, I started going after freight trains after that, and that kind of got, everybody's interest and my interest at the same time, to pursue this more, I guess. And after a while, I just kind of stopped. It kind of, as we were talking about, earlier, we're not really into that anymore.
Yeah.
But if something like extremely rare comes up, and I still have a couple videos to release. Don't panic yet. I still have a couple more to get out there. And but yeah, if there's something like really rare and something I've never really seen before, or it's a one-time thing, I'll definitely post a video of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I'll mainly be doing photography, or I'll just be chilling out on Twitch. And yeah, the reason why I brought back Twitch is mainly because I wanted to do gaming again. I wanted to do something, other than rail fanning, because rail fanning at this time isn't really making me happy. Well, it's not that it's not making me happy; it's just I'm not really enjoying it.
Right.
the
And
the I guess quote unquote urge to go grab something like, oh, I can't wait to get this, just kind of vanished.
yeah, that happened with me after I started this summer at the railroad. When I started at the end of the season, when it ended in October, I left with a new vision that really dwindled down my interest in filming. Like, I actually left with a vision of how trains actually work, and how much seriousness actually goes into every single operating day. And overall, I just find more enjoyment working on a train than I do filming one going by.
Oh yeah, I totally feel that.
It's like, I really don't want to go film this. It's like, why did I film this?
Yeah,
it's just becoming a time waster for me, going out and filming trains. It's becoming just a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it kind of goes back to what we were saying. Like, I kind of lost the thrill, or excitement to go out and catch something. I mean,
Yeah.
in this area, because one, I feel like I've seen almost everything like a dozen times. Like, I could go out and see, like I was saying, I can go out and see like EDPO or POAY, and I've already seen that. I want to see something new.
Yeah, it's the same way with me. When I started seeing 393 go through, I was like, oh, this is cool. This is actually pretty fun. But nowadays, I go out still, and I'm just like, oh, another train, going.
Yeah. I mean,
nothing special, especially in this area where there's like not a lot.
I mean, especially with, I know a lot of this, I don't know if this topic will get people mad, but I know a lot of people aren't really positive about the CSX Pan Am merger, but I think for the longest time I wasn't either, but as of recently, I'm actually very supportive of it now for one reason. I mean, I know things are going to get cut. That's going to suck, but I know that's going to happen. But the reason why I'm kind of more invested in it now is because there's going to be new things to see.
Yeah,
it's going to be an entirely new operation. It's going to be better. Yeah. I hope.
Everything on Pan Am, almost everything on Pan Am's existence is going to get erased.
Yeah, I mean it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I'm ready for a new era. I'm ready to see new things.
Yeah, that's just something you really can't do up here. You can't really see many new things because all those new things that you ever want to see are like 5-6 hours away.
Yeah, or they're across the country.
Yeah, and you're confined to like these little bubbles of the same train every day.
Yeah,
like you go out and you see the same power, you see the same cars. It's just it's just kind of boring. It just gets boring after a while. It's like I don't see a thrill in this anymore. Like just a few weeks ago, somebody was texting me about going to see a local freight up in like Waterville. I'm like, no.
I'm like, no.
I'm just like, no. It's like I've already filmed the local anyway. They want to go see once. I already filmed it, and it's mostly the same power every day. So I'm just like, I don't see the worthiness in taking a 2.5-hour drive up to Waterville for a freaking local.
Yeah.
I have no interest in filming.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, I'm kind of happy that I moved up here away from Boston because Boston's local switchers, there's no variety anymore. There's and we can blame one person for that. We can blame one person for that. And for people that don't know, it's the MBTA.
It is correct.
Because now there's only like a good certain amount, or not even a certain amount. There's only like 7 locomotives you can see on a rotation now, instead of being like, you can get the whole Pan Am roster, but now it's only 5 or 7 locomotives that make the rotation.
Yep.
And me just knowing that those locomotives, that are on those rotations, I'm like, I don't really want to see that anymore.
It's almost the same with Pan Am now because we're in the lovely era of PTC and aces and all kinds of fun shenanigans like that, and because of those issues, there's so many engines that can lead a train. So all that huge variety and power and lasers that Pan Am was known for 10 years ago, that's all gone.
That's all gone now. They all got either scrapped or they're just sitting somewhere.
And they can't lead.
No.
So, I mean, just 3 years ago, you could get the FP9s on the office car train going through Andover, and now you can't even get that because they can't lead because of the PTC problems.
They're gonna slap on a crappy C40 or a B40 because that's the only units they have PTC on.
Exactly.
And I'm at the point where I don't know if I want to see, even if they're painted, I don't even know if I want to see them anymore. Because
it's like this is junk. Who cares?
I mean, I'll have my times of enjoying it, but I'm ready for a new era. I've made that exception for myself.
Yeah, and I've been keeping very close tabs on the whole merger process, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this month's hearing.
I mean, I know. I mean, it's a definite fact that CSX is going to cut things, but there's also a definite fact that CSX is going to add things too.
Yeah, they want to expand a bit.
Yeah,
but they've got a lot of people who support them. You got North Coast,
almost
Vermont Rail now supports them.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. I think that's everyone now. I think the only thing. So I think the only thing that was left was Vermont Rail, right?
No, Amtrak's still opposing against it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're saying it's putting a threat to rail service.
Oh, I remember reading that.
But no, Vermont Rail's behind them now. North Coast is behind them. A lot of railroads are behind them now for this. So
it took the
CSX has an overwhelming amount of support.
The MBTA's now on their side too.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens because the hearing's this month. So keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I mean, I understand many people want to continue seeing Pan Am, Maine Central and the Boston to Maine and all that stuff, but
yeah,
at the same time, Pan Am's kind of doing the same thing. They're kind of removing stuff too.
Yeah, they're not doing much better.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm ready for change. I'm ready.
Oh, so am I.
I want to see new things. I want to go back out and be like, oh, this is pretty cool.
This is a new operation.
Yeah, and seeing. I don't know for people that don't know, but in 2016 or 2017, quote unquote today's POAY AYPO, which was originally known as SEPO and POSE, they used to keep the CSX power on all the way up to Portland.
And that was a cool thing to see.
Yeah, and when CSX gets this whole thing underway, that's going to happen again.
Yep, you're going to see CSX power all the time up here now, again.
I mean, the only lines, or the lines that we know of that are not getting saved and getting removed, are the Northern Maine, which is where I live, and the Hillsborough branch, and I've heard that the Rumford branch is also not getting saved.
Yeah, so.
But I think, I don't know if this is true, but Maine switching, I believe, has 3 GP9Us, and so that maybe they're gearing up for something. I don't know. I can't really assume that.
That could be a plus, and that's what people have been saying about the recent Rockland branch problem with the CP. Because I'm not sure if you just saw, but the CP brought in their last loads of cement.
Oh yeah, I heard about
the Rockland branch, and some people are starting to say that Maine switching services is going to take over.
Yeah, and I remember over the summer, CP was debating on getting CP was debating on crap. they were debating on getting rid of the Rockland branch over the summer because the customer that they have on one of the customers, I think, is there only one customer on the Rockland branch?
So the problem with the whole Rockland branch was CP wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And Finger Lakes Railway then wanted it, and they were going to continue the service. But then, I think it's called. I'm not going to even try to remember the name of the customer, but there is that one customer, the cement customer.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed something about the way they ship things in, and the Finger Lakes was just no longer interested. So,
yeah,
the future of the Rockland branch definitely remains uncertain. Right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of to go back to what you said. Like Pan Am's not really doing much better with keeping things alive, and they never really have. I mean, but yeah, recently they got rid of they couldn't save one of their branches. Recently, I forget what it was, somewhere up in northern Maine. I think it was like the cattail something. It starts with a C. They couldn't save that for some reason because they were like, you know what, we're not gonna serve this customer anymore. So now that branch line is abandoned, well, not really abandoned. They kind of want to turn it into a rail trail now, but you kind of get the gist.
Oh yeah, that's it. I think it's Nine Dragons, the company up in Rockland.
Yeah, because
Nine Dragons or Dragon City, it's one of the two. I can't remember.
It's whatever. But yeah, didn't they do like trucking for a little bit too over the summer?
Yeah, and oftentimes the CP would bring in the cement and it'd go down to Boston, and now we just don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen with that branch line because, like I said, I think that was the only customer, and there's virtually no service now. So
yeah, I mean, I think I don't know
if MSS has something up their sleeve that they want to do, but that's to be determined. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of like, or most things are kind of up in the air right now with this whole, merger situation. But
yeah, like the entire Pan Am system, it's all up in the air right now.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm very supportive of this right now. I'm ready to see new things, and
and maybe that'll bring me back into filming a little bit. That might bring me back in, when this whole thing is, finally set and done.
Yeah.
If it does go through set and done.
I mean, if it doesn't,
that might spike my interest back a little bit. But
yeah.
As of right now, with the same things just running every day and nothing really changing, I don't see a joy in it. So.
Yeah, like what you said. If this goes into play, it I can't speak. It will definitely bring me back a little bit more. I think.
Padiddly dee.
Padiddly dee. Heidi ho, padiddly dee. But yeah, if this goes through, it will definitely bring me back. Padiddly dee. Oh man.
But it'll definitely bring some back if CSX does go through and the merger actually happens. That would bring me back a little bit, go see some new things and go experience the transition. If this does go through, this would be one of the largest, changes that New England railroading has seen in ages.
Yeah, because the last one was what, like when fucking
it was like when the B&M went under.
It went bankruptcy.
The B&M was in bankruptcy a good decade before they went out of business.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
So that's the thing is.
Yeah, we're basically
the Main Central. I don't know if the Main Central. I don't think they went bankrupt. I think they just merged. I don't know what happened with the Main Central entirely.
I think they merged with Guilford because I believe Guilford. No, wait. I think what happened was because Guilford took basically everything. They took the Boston and I don't know if they took the Boston and Maine because
they just essentially took all the railroads that were financially struggling in New England and just merged them all together.
Yeah, like Maine Central, the Delaware and Hudson, part of the Delaware and Hudson, the D&H.
Yeah, BST.
and maybe the Boston and Maine. I don't know. I know they had a couple. Yeah. So
it was those four. It was the DNH, the ST, the MEC, and the BNM.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting too. But I'm not.
Oh, Bangor was it Bangor and Aroostook?
No.
No, actually, they were doing pretty well.
They were doing well at the time. The Bangor and Aroostook was thriving at that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't they merge into CP?
I don't know. Nate might know the whole story behind BAR. That's kind of his expertise. But BAR is kind of out of my area.
Yeah, that's like in northern Maine, right? Yeah. Bangor. Yeah. Wait, Nate, are you still in the chat? Maybe you can help us out.
Yeah, if he's still in the chat, we're going to see a long list written of BAR's history coming up.
Nate, type in fuck if you don't. Never mind. Don't do that. It's fine. BAR was doing great. I was gonna say, Nate, type in fuck in the chat to see if you're still there.
Yeah, he's good. So, Nate, give us like a whole spew of what happened with BAR while we continue the chat. Oh, here we go. Canadian Pacific, Bangor and Aroostook to the MMA, the CMQ, and then the CP.
Yes.
So, that's what that. Anyway, continuing on the. So overall, I think we really covered everything we need to cover.
Yeah. Now I think we can. I don't know. I guess I'll run some trains. I guess.
We summed it up a lot. I mean,
yeah.
Kind of explained everything that's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I had a few more things to say.
Do you even remember anything you were saying now?
No, not really. Actually, maybe I do. It's starting to come back to mind. I think I was like thinking about it had something to do with my Twitch channel. All right, guys. So, do you guys want to drive? I guess I'll drive some trains. Because I don't know. Something that I should tell you guys is that when the reason why I don't do much speed builds and why I haven't really released any of that yet is because you probably experienced it now while we're talking about this on stream. I haven't really got much done in this little area. Because I need like full focus when I'm doing like crazy builds, but I guess I could show you some neat little areas, I guess, that I've built. Like this little area, this is new. I like how this came out. This little area was inspired or based off of a few locations in New England. One of them being East Kingston, New Hampshire, with the depot. The freight mail house, Boston and Maine mail house depot thing right next to the track on the west side of the interlocking railroad crossing. But I decided to put a railway express agency building next to it with a little abandoned siding here, so make a little neat scene. And you got the antique store. I don't remember if there was an antique store in East Kingston. I know there's an old fashioned gas station across the street. So I think there was an antique store there. It was either Newton or East Kingston. Anyway, so that's this little area. I like how it came out. And then you got your...
Keep you advised I'm not staying up much longer because I'm supposed to be up at 5:30 in the morning.
What are you doing at 5:30 in the morning?
Don't ask.
It's Bodo time.
No.
You know who else is getting up at 5:30 in the morning?
Not you.
Fuck. Oh yeah, definitely not me.
But no, I'm getting up at 5:30 in the morning. So I'm not.
Are you? I'm assuming it's because of I don't know.
Too much.
And here's another little scene, which the bass and inspiration kind of won't kick in until I fully explain it to you. But this is the little town of Ludlow, a little fictional town. and it's got two main lines, one that is currently in service and one that's abandoned. So I thought this was kind of a neat little thing to kind of incorporate, which kind of got taken over by this parking lot a little bit. And
Yeah, I'm looking at it through the frames because I can't play the video because otherwise I'll get feedback.
oh,
But I'm just looking at like frames, and that does actually look kind of nice.
yeah, thank you. And so this whole little like interlocking area was based from the Boston and Albany subdivision in East Brookfield. And this is the part where you're like, this looks nothing, this doesn't resemble East Brookfield. But here's the catch.
Here's the catch, guys.
The catch is that there's, when you get to East Brookfield, and you go down this big ass fucking cliff almost to get down there, and it's kind of like really mangled down there. It's kind of, there's reminiscence of, tracks and stuff all over the place, dirt and cinders all over the place. So I kind of put that around here in this little area where you got, your little MOW car or whatever parked. You got the milepost right here, milepost 21. And this is like a dual, set, And here's the other part, which has a lot more, like, grittiness to it, like old ties and, basically kind of worn away kind of feel. And that's something similar to, East Brookfield, except it's like double tracked.
Yeah.
This is the little town of Ludlow. And there's not much, this residential area is not really touched up yet, but I'll get to that eventually. And here's where the other main line, the abandoned main line, kind of merges with the current main line. This is Farleyville Junction. And there's a little railfan park right here. And this whole little town, Farleyville, was inspired by Voorheesville, New York, which has kind of the same setup a little bit. There's a little, railfan, there's benches, there's a little open field. Not really an open field, but kind of an open area where you can, go sit down, have a bite to eat, watch some trains, and there's this little, shelter area. Except there's, a gazebo or something like that. So I thought that was kind of neat, and you can kind of see the resemblance a little bit with the old freight house. If you go on Google Maps, you'll see the old freight house in Voorheesville, and that's kind of where this came from. But yeah, you can kind of get the resemblance a little bit from the town layout. So that's Farleyville. Yeah. So that's Farleyville, and then I made my own little custom sign here, the Pancake House. I do like how it came out. It's like this old depot that's been renovated into a little restaurant where you can go sit down, have breakfast or lunch or brunch or whatever when some trains pass by. And then there's a little defect detector here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. There's a defect detector, and then we go off to the.
I'm on a frame with that Pancake House sign. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that was custom made by me. That will probably. Did I release that? I remember releasing a year or two ago. I released a lot of signs and assets.
Yeah, it was MBTA station signs. What you released.
Yeah, and I had a few other ones. I don't know if that was one of them. But here we go. Here's the biggest yard I've probably ever built in a trains game, or intermodal yard. That is. It stretches. It's almost 3 miles long. In fact, you can see the meters measurement here from tip to tip. So here we go. Here is the Melvin CNR yard. Big yard, huge, big yard.
Oh my god!
So, all right. So I'm gonna explain how this works. So, this was a really weird inspiration / base, I guess.
Bye, Evan.
Oh, is Evan leaving? I gotta check the chat.
Yes.
Gotta go. Oh, all right. Have a good night, Evan. Can someone step up and ban PSR? Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. Yeah. Have a good night, Evan. All right. So back to explaining this. This was really weird. Of a base / inspiration. I kind of combined a lot of locations into one location. I guess is a good way of saying this. So this huge yard is both CP and CN. And this little bypass track here that's kind of elevated is kind of based off of the Rigby Pan Am yard. I mean, it's not elevated, but you got your Amtrak bypass track that kind of goes around the yard. And I thought that was kind of neat to kind of incorporate in this little thing, or this huge thing. Big yard.
Little thing, my ass.
Little thing, my ass, indeed. But yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool. And since I do have, like, AI trains that randomly spawn in, and, I have a few Amtrak trains that run in up and down this whole corridor. So I was like, that'd be kind of neat to kind of have them bypass the yard, And if you're into, like, riding trains in this game, then, riding through the yard in a coach would be, it's kind of fun. And so that's the Pan Am Rigby yard part of this, I guess. And so now we're going to move on to the size and why it is this size. I based it off of this size is based out of Selkirk, New York, the big ass CSX yard in upstate New York. And I think it's the biggest CSX yard in the Northeast, I believe. I think this is a little smaller than Selkirk. I bet it is. But, I had that kind of inspiration. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, or I'm kind of basing it. It's kind of, there's nothing really around it. Kind of like Selkirk. So that's kind of where I got the size portion of it. This intermodal terminal, and why it's like the yard is like super whack, like, curved and whatnot. That's based off of the Worcester intermodal terminal yard. Because if you go on Google Maps and look up Worcester, and you find the Worcester CSX yard, the intermodal yard, you'll find that it's really curvy. And that's kind of where I got this. And over here, off to the side, is a little manifest yard, or big manifest yard, rather. And I think that this also kind of ties into Selkirk. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of a resemblance with the big bridge going across the yard, because there's a huge bridge that goes across the yard. And then you got your little railroad crossing and two little main lines, I guess. So that's that. And then you got a locomotive terminal for the freight trains, or just kind of stuff. But yeah, this yard's also in development. Obviously, there's nothing really around it or in it, but that's getting there. It's getting there. And this little like dirt patch, you might not be able to see it, but there's a pit right here. That's where this dark area is. You might be able to see it. So I don't know what the YouTube thing is doing, but there's a pit right here, and if you zoom out, you'll see that this is like a mushroom shape. And that's because I kind of wanted to have like one of those. You kind of see them in these old big rail yards, like for I think Rigby Pan Am yard, for example. You'll see kind of remains of like these old buildings, and the foundations are still there. And for in this case, I wanted there to be like a little roundhouse, or a big roundhouse rather, for like the Grand Trunk and whatever. So that's kind of why there's a little pit here, for the table. The old foundation is still kind of there out in the open. And then, they kind of rebuilt the locomotive facility and turned it modern and, modernization. And here we get to this little part. This is probably one of my favorite little parks on this map. I made a lot of railfan parks on this map. When this gets when this gets released, you'll find that out like shortly. But anyway, this is the quote unquote ledge park, because you're on a ledge in this little box shelter here, and this has been inspired by Ludlow, Kentucky, Kentucky, which is right outside of Cincinnati by the Ohio-Kentucky border in Ludlow, Kentucky. And there's this like big, you might have heard of it. It's pretty well known, I believe. And it's like this elevated little platform that you go on. You can watch all the NS trains go in and out of the city. And so I kind of got that there. That's why that's there. And then I put like this old Canadian National F unit on display, where people can go walk around, take pictures, and hang out. And then these security cameras here, and if it's exactly what you think it is. for rail cams, because this is a huge junction. You got 3 lines converging here. You got 2 CN lines, and then you got the CP line, which you can see here. But when this route gets released, I'm not going to make like 5,000 subdivisions on one map. I kind of already did this so far on this map so far. Because this map will include 3 subdivisions in one map.
Yeah, the map's massive.
It's pretty big. Let me zoom out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
I've been to his house. I've seen this map.
Yeah, he's seen. Oh my god. I'm still there. We go. There it is. Yeah, this is a pretty big map.
It hasn't loaded in for me yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it will in a minute. I think.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude, that literally makes the Conway map look so tiny.
I mean, this is what happens when you combine a 35-mile. No, it's not. Almost a 40-mile short line based off of NHN, which I'm going to go over next, actually. And you combine 3 other Class 1 subdivisions into one.
Dude, literally, that the stretch from where the short line starts to the right-hand side of the map, that's probably about the size of the Conway map right there.
Yeah, that's like 90 miles almost.
Okay, never mind. That's like half the size. The Conway map's half the size of that.
Yeah, that's a lot of mileage.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
In all mileage from the edge to edge on the Class 1, including the short line branch, which you see kind of sticking out a little bit. I think it's like almost 300 miles of track.
300 miles of track?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's like
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And from also tip to tip, excluding the short line, doing a freight run on CN, going from Bridgeport, which is one city, and then Seabury, which is the other end, it takes about 3.5 hours.
So there you go, right there. You have like a day's worth of train operations right there.
Yeah. And within that, you obviously have dozens upon dozens of industries to switch out.
So you're more working like 5 or 6 hours there.
Yeah, depending on what job you decide to choose. And then,
oh my god.
And then you have Amtrak you can run, and then you have a few commuter rail trains you can run as well. So there really is always something to do on this map, which is kind of the cool thing that I designed it. Oh, let me go back over here.
And to think that I have to get qualified on this.
Well, you're getting qualified on the yeah.
Yeah. the whole thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, back to this. This little building over here is actually a model railroad club, because there is I forget which. I think it was Union, New Hampshire. I don't think it's a model railroad club, but there's this little model railroad. I think it's a model railroad thing right across the station.
So, yeah, it's there's a little display of Union, like Union, New Hampshire, around like the 1900s. I don't know if it's in the station or if it's. I don't know. There's something about it somewhere. I'll go look for it sometime.
Yeah, but
just to answer that question, but
Yes. So, and I think there's another couple spots where there's like these rail fan parks, and then you have these like model railroad buildings. But this is West Side Railways, which is a custom model railroad club, which happens to be right next to this big ass rail yard. So I thought that was kind of neat to kind of put that in there for a detail. But yeah, most of this map is obviously still under development.
Obviously.
Yeah. And as we move further up the line, we come across this little Cement Quebec facility, which has this little trackside track mobile, which moves the cars around in this little facility here. So you can work that out too. So you can start in the yard, come over here, and drop off the cars, and this little thing will do its thing.
All kinds of neat little things to do in this thing.
Yeah. And then over here we have a repeater signal and a cab signal.
Ew.
So there is actual functioning cab signals in PTC on this map, by the way. So that's another cool thing.
And I'm sure that took hours and hours.
Yes, because I had to I had to code it in.
That must have been
that alone took like 2 days to do.
just coding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was because trains
So
is.
how are you going to incorporate that into game when you get like the map released?
That's something I'm still trying to do because I'm currently even when I'm driving trains, I'm still beta testing the system to see if it works. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, which is it's fine. It's beta test, but I'm still doing tweaks and trying to get it to work, messing with code and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the process.
We did a few more minutes, and I'm gonna hop off because it's almost 11 o'clock.
All right. Well, I guess before we hop off, I shall zoom over to the short line, or the ECR, Emerald Creek Railroad. All right, so here we go. Here is the short line interchange. This was based off of Dover, New Hampshire, where New Hampshire North Coast, a Class 3 short line, which hauls aggregate loads, stone and sand to Boston. So what happens is they come down, they tie down in Dover in the interchange yard. So in this case, I based that into this map a little bit, kind of a little different layout, but it's it's kind of same gist. You got your little roundhouse here, which has been turned into like some other shop, and you got some derelict stuff around it. And then the train comes in here, does its stuff, and then picks up and goes to the city. So that's that. I'll probably come back to all this. And this is the junction where the ECR comes onto the CN Seabury subdivision right here. And this is the start of a 40-mile trek.
Yep.
And this is the suburban town of Melrose, which is, for people that know me, will obviously kind of pick up on that name. But yeah, you got the little Melrose depot, Grand Trunk Depot here, and then it's kind of been turned into another little spawning area.
I heard Grand Trunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
St. Lawrence Aleck is former Grand Trunk. I like to hear that.
Yes, yeah. This whole line is former Grand Trunk. At first, I wanted it to be Boston and Maine because that's kind of like the local. In reality, that's my local railroad heritage, I guess you can say, for railroading. That is. So, another thing I like to build in this game, and I put a lot in this map. Are these little industries or big or small industries that kind of have been kicked off by the railroad or by the customer, and they've kind of been overdeveloped and abandoned, and now they're up by trucks. And this is a grain facility, which is now just trucked in. Now it's just been kind of you can kind of see it already. Everything's overgrown. It's been taken by by nature again. Tracks have been paved. It's just it's a lost customer basically.
Yep.
And we kind of go into this farmland area, a little farm with horses and and a loud ass crow. Squaw. Oh god. And as we go up the line here, we kind of make our way into this big distribution center because, I don't know, in New Hampshire, like in southern New Hampshire, I kind of see this a lot. Like, you kind of go out in the middle of nowhere, and then you kind of pop up into one of these big-ass distribution centers. I don't know, I see it a lot down here. It's really weird. It's really weird. But I put that in there. Thought it was neat. And then you got another thing that I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy in this map is that there are drivable roads, so you can actually chase trains. Driving cars or whatever. So that's going to be fun, and it is fun. I've tried it out.
It is.
Yeah, so you could literally
Nice.
you could pull up to a spot and just chase the train, and then go to the next spot and do the same thing, just like in real life.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. And then this little area is relatively new as well. I kind of got lost while building it, which is why these buildings are kind of spread out. My plan for this little area, this blank area next to this field, is to have an apple orchard, which is going to be inspired by a childhood apple orchard that I used to go to in Ayer, Massachusetts, which was known as Doe Orchards. And the cool thing about that is that the train tracks are pretty close to the apple orchard, and you can hear the trains going by. You can hear the horns of the train because in the distance, and I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm going to definitely incorporate that here.
Yeah.
And you kind of got this like old factory here as well that I put in, which is now some sort of business. Somebody took the factory, and now it's some sort of business. I don't know what it is yet. But and then you might have noticed the big eyesore in this scene, the big ass hole in the ground. A big quarry, as this map is literally called Shortline Aggregate, and I was like, I'll put in some big quarries along the route, because it's aggregational, I guess you can say. So this is probably the biggest and probably most detailed quarry I've ever built in this game. It is not rail served, as you can see, but the track goes pretty close to it, pretty close to the edge. And I kind of put this barrier up, so nothing bad happens.
We don't need to mention what that bad thing is.
I may have tried it.
Oh, no.
Just for shits and giggles, but
Did the train fall into the quarry?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right into the little pond down here.
Splash.
Splash!
That wouldn't be a very small splash either.
No, there was explosions.
One small splash for a plane. One small splash for a person. Big for a train.
Big, small, or small splash for man. Big splash for GP38. Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
And what does that splash do? It went boom.
It turned the water into oil.
Yes, and that oil.
That oil caused severe,
Damage.
a lot of damage to the, fresh water.
This is why our ecosystem is so bad.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, because people make stupid decisions by running trains off of the tracks
Yeah.
into a pond.
Yeah. Oh, there was this joke that I think me and my dad had. There's this railroad called Junction Valley Railroad, and it's like this quarter gauge railroad out in Michigan, which sadly doesn't run anymore. And so there's this pond that they had, and it looked so polluted. The water was like dark, like green, and it was dirty. And so, as a kid, I always wondered if that railroad had steam engines. And so I think like me and my dad or someone in my family had a running joke. Be like, oh yeah, they ran the steam engines into the pond. That's why it's so polluted. Oh, I always got a kick out of that. So,
I've got a story about a pond.
oh, Jesus.
Kind of referring to Nate's comment in the stream here.
Oh,
So our lovely friend here, Mr. Rustic Rail Productions. It was Rail Fans Weekend 2020 at the Conway Scenic, and the freight train, the photo freight, went down to it took a visit down to the Redstone branch, which is a branch line on the Conway Scenic that doesn't get used very often. And there was a couple of photographers who went on the other side of a small stream to go get pictures of the train. I stayed on the other side, away from that, and Nate was crossing, giving another fellow photographer his equipment, and I all of a sudden hear a splash next to me. I turn to my right, and I'm like, what in the hell happened to you? That was seriously, that entire weekend was awesome and all,
Yeah.
but that was definitely the funniest thing that happened all weekend.
Was that Railfans Weekend 2020?
Yes, Railfans
Oh.
Weekend 2020.
I fell. Actually, funny story to add on to that. I actually did fall getting out of there. So what I was getting out of there is crossing the oh holy log, as we were all calling it, to get across.
Yep, that's the log that Nate fell on.
Yes, and so when I got off the log, I tripped on a weed, and because it was through, and I fell on the ground, and all everyone heard was "fuck me." And there was just me on the ground, like, I'm fine, guys, that's all right.
Yeah, hey, at least you didn't have to at least you didn't have to run back to your hotel room after your fall.
Oh yeah, because I would have totally sucked, because I was with you guys that day.
Yes, and Nate had to go back to his hotel room, that's the only reason I'm kind of glad he didn't ride with us that day, because that would have sucked.
Wait, Nate, you had to go to your hotel?
He had to. He was soaked.
Oh, that makes sense. But it was like 90 degrees. You could have just.
He could have just been a typical New Englander and just let it dry off.
Yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of you, Nate, this is the town of Raymond.
But that was perfect. But I'm just glad that was the only reason. That's the only reason I'm glad he just didn't go with us.
Oh jeez, that was quite.
We had to cancel the rest of the entire like an hour of the entire day just so he could go freaking back to the hotel room.
That was quite a day, though.
That was quite a day. It was interesting.
Oh yeah, then there was us in Colin's car, with the music or the SpongeBob music.
Oh my god! Blaring that through downtown North Conway was awesome.
I remember we were going through this back road, and there was all these campers on the side of the road. We all rolled our windows down, and then we just blared the fucking SpongeBob music. Actually,
you know what I remember? What I remember was when we were coming off a West Side Road, and we were blaring one of the theme songs from SpongeBob through downtown North Conway, and everybody on the sidewalks were like looking at us like we were like absolutely crazy. It was the best.
That was awesome. Oh man. Speaking of,
I love doing that in downtown Conway. It is the best.
Yes. I did it in air like I don't know, a month or two after we did that.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun to annoy towns.
Yes. Speaking of funny SpongeBob music. Oh shit, I hope I don't get copywritten for this. If I do
Don't actually play it though.
If I do, fuck off YouTube. Fuck.
Don't play it if you don't want to get copyrighted.
I'm playing Gator.
Oh no.
Wait, who has joined my Discord? Oh, okay, everybody's joined my Discord. Cool. Guys, welcome to my Discord. Alright, so that YouTube doesn't copyright me, we're gonna stop that for now. Anywho, I'm probably not gonna explain the less detailed stuff, but when I get more detailed about it, I'll explain it. So here's the namesake for this railroad. This big town right here is Emerald Creek, which thus ECR. This was kind of a weird inspiration / based off kind of location. Again, this was based off of another train's creator's map I think it was the
Muskanippy.
Muscanippy Valley Railroad, and I believe Rochester and Rochester, New Hampshire, not New York. What else? There's a few more. Yeah, and Somersworth. Yeah, Somersworth, New Hampshire. So that's what this whole town is kind of based off of, in terms of inspirational purposes. But yeah, this is Emerald Creek. This is the namesake to the short line railroad that runs through it. And it's still also in development because, as you can see, these DEM patches right here, these are, streets and whatnot. So that's going to be there. And then since this is like a huge creek, even though creeks aren't very huge, but, whatever. Let's imagine, whatever. I put this like little beach area, which I'm definitely going to touch up like very soon. I'm definitely going to get rid of these little shacks because they're not really detailed. But I thought this was a nice little boardwalk, kind of thing. Oh, and the Lake Winnipesaukee was another inspiration for this big lake as well in New Hampshire. Yes.
I worked there.
You do work there. And then this building, this little scene right here where the tracks go behind, this little area has been inspired or based off of Malden, Massachusetts. And to those that don't know what or where Malden, Massachusetts is, it is a outskirt of, or maybe even a part of Boston. And in there is the world's, I guess, biggest O-scale providing train store. I guess that's what it says on their sign. So this building looked a lot like the building there. So I was like, I gotta find a place for this, and it so happened this was the best place for it. And it looks really good. And this is just a model train shop. And I was like, yeah, that's going here.
Yeah.
But it's not O-scale. I don't like O-scale anymore.
Either it's not my cup of tea.
No, I used to, but the reason why I don't anymore is because it looks bland.
It's too big.
Like
the only reason I ever got into it was because my grandfather actually owned an O-scale layout that was in the bottom of our basement. But after a while, we kept it after he passed. We kept it for quite a while, and unfortunately, it suffered water damage in 2016. And destroyed the entire table, so we had to rip up the layout. So the layout was all stored away, and I kind of got out of it after that. O-scales just was too big for me. It just didn't fit anywhere where I really needed it. So ultimately decided on HO scale, and I still do technically do HO scale, not as a layout module, but more of a sort of like I have the models and I run them at clubs because I just simply don't have the time, motivation, or dedication or money for a layout. So, but I also do weathering jobs if people want them. So,
yes, we are currently sponsoring.
No,
this stream has been sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends Weathering.
No.
I wonder how many people are going to get mad at me for just saying that. I want to see. Oh God, Nate says I feel targeted. However, I did consider switching to HO scale.
Well, you know what, Nate? I'm just gonna be nice here. You totally didn't buy 2 HO scale cards. We were in Maine last week, so don't even get me started on that.
406 in HO scale.
I was the one who gave him that too.
Oh.
That was my 406 model. I gave him that.
Yes. What else was there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my grandfather was also pretty big. My grandfather on my dad's side was pretty big into O-scale, and he had an O-scale layout as well, which I still have some of his collection as well. So I'll definitely treasure that. Because that's from like the post-war kind of stuff, so I'll definitely treasure.
Same.
I'll definitely treasure that. But
Yeah, it's good stuff to hold on to. My grandfather had a lot of old collections. He had stuff right from our area. So like he had Grand Trunk, GP9s in the blue.
nice.
He had CN GP9s. He had a lot of GP9s. I'll say that. He had a ton of them, like 3 or 4 of them.
Wow, nice.
And he also had a Pacific, I think, steam locomotive.
Nice.
He had a lot of trains, and it was a nice place to run. I think the most modern car that he ever touched on that layout was a center beam.
Thank you. Center beams have been around for a while too, so I guess it's not like the end of the world.
No, but
But yeah. I mean, I think the time I would truly do HO scale is like Christmas time, because every Christmas it's practically a tradition actually. Every Christmas actually, and Andrew, you've seen it as well when you were last here. I usually set up one of my O scale Christmas sets under the Christmas tree just for the seasonal purposes, and it's just really nice. And it's really welcoming.
Yeah.
So that's probably the only time I'd use O
I
scale.
definitely hate to do this, but I'm probably gonna hop out because I am getting tired and I need to be up, like I said, at 5:30 in the morning. So
Oh yes.
for no reason. Well, there may be a reason, but
There may be, just maybe.
just maybe there may be a reason. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off. So it was good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for joining the stream.
All right. Goodbye, Babu Six.
Goodbye. Have a good night.
All right. See y'all later.
See you later. All right. So that was nice. So yeah, the stream was basically us talking about what our channels hold in the future, and if you guys weren't here for that, I'll keep this stream up. I won't delete the stream when it's done processing, so you guys can go rewatch the stream and see why the changes are that they're going to be, reasons and why but definitely check out my Discord, or check out my new Discord as well. Check out my Twitch streaming channel. I'm trying to grow on there, and support on there would be very helpful. So definitely go check that out, and you don't have to follow it. More the merrier. But with that being said, and everything being said earlier in the stream, I think I'm also going to take off because there's not really much for me to do right now. I'll definitely get my last remaining videos, or not last, I don't really want to scare you guys. Definitely get my remaining footage out soon. And I guess I'll try to do some live streams here and there every now and then as well on this channel. But thank you guys for joining me and my friend on this live stream. Just to, so we could talk about our channels and what they hold for the future, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys have a good night, or a good morning, or a good day, or wherever you're watching this from, whatever time frame or whatever you're watching this from. But yeah, I'm gonna head off, and I'll see you guys down the line. There are new videos coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But I'll also keep this stream up for a good while, so people that haven't seen it can rewatch it, and rewatch the statements that we've stated, and reasons why we're not, or the reasons why these changes are happening. But yeah, without further ado, I just want to say thank you guys for coming in and hanging out, and kind of listening to what we have to say, and being very supportive over the years of the development of this channel. I really appreciate it. I can't express that enough. Or I guess that's the way of saying it. can't think of the word there. But I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've been doing all over the years. And this is not the end. This is not the end. This is not the end. There will be uploads still. But when this stream is fully processed, please go back and watch the first couple 30 minutes or half an hour, or how long me and my friend have been talking about, why things are and what they're going to be. But I don't want to keep rambling here, so thank you guys so much for joining and kind of hanging out and talking, and I really do appreciate the support. I really do. But yeah, I'll be on Twitch mostly now, so go check out my Twitch when you get the chance. I'll be doing a lot of things on Twitch now. But yeah, thank you. I can't stress it enough, guys. Thank you so much for all the support you've been giving me and just everything. And I couldn't have grown this channel as it is today without you. So please, I can't stress that enough. Or say that enough. I can't say that. I can go on saying that forever. But thank you guys so much for everything. Like I said, this is not the end of the channel. I'm not deleting it. I'm not going anywhere. Just gonna be a lot less activity and a lot more activity on Twitch. But yeah, please do join my if you do want to stay up to date with my Twitch. When I go live and hang out and stuff like that. Joining my Discord is an option. Because I do post, when I go live and whatnot. And I also do that on Instagram too. I'll probably do that. I'll probably start doing that on my Railfan account on Instagram as well. If you guys aren't following that, I believe I linked it in my channel about section. But I'm going to stop rambling here. Thank you guys again. It's probably the 3 millionth time I've said this, for joining and hanging out and listening to what we had to say. And I'll see you guys in another stream and maybe another video or something. Or on Twitch. Somewhere. Just somewhere. Catch me somewhere. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Or not watching. Well, yeah, watching my stream. And I guess that's it for tonight. But yeah, my links to Discord and Twitch are in the stream's description and somewhere lost in this chat on the stream, the live chat on the stream. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great night or day or morning or wherever you guys are watching, whatever time frame or where you're watching this from. Have a great rest of your evening or morning, day, night, whatever. And I'll be around, I guess. All right. Have a good night, guys.